to be available to serve. We love to do business with others. We don't back down, we show up. I love myself and I love you. We are the ones we are waiting for. I live from love, I am love, I give love. We are love, we love, we love, we love, we love. I am more than the color of my.
Hey y'all, this is your girl Brittany from Brittany Bug Creations, back with another one today. So I want to continue on with this theme of these secret societies and the battle for your mind. The battle for your mind will be great for those who are bucking against the system. When you begin to see the Matrix in full form and you begin to see the Agent Smiths coming, you have to continue to move and flow. You have to continue to be in alignment. And you'll continue to see that floating butterfly that is to be in your childlike nature. And to dodge them bullets like, Neo, yo. You start seeing the codes, 001, 000. You start seeing every move. And when you've been the player that's been played, there's nothing that gets past you. It's like learning to play chess. After you lose every battle to know how to win every battle. You lose every time to win. You fail going upwards. That's the key. You get knocked down, what do? You keep going. You get back up, because at the end of the day, it's going to be just you in the end. It's you in the end. You're the one that's doing all the work. You're the one that's going to be stuck with whatever unique circumstances is there if you don't fight. The fight is within you. The fight is for your ancestors. It's for your lineage. And it's in your blood. When you stand in your power, I am that I am. Look at that, y'all. I am that I am. I am that I am. Everything that you are in full working, the full mechanisms of when you combine your heart, your mind, you make it and align it into one. You begin to form as this new, unique creation. If you're going to exist in a matrix, you have now become what you call, what's his name? What is his name? Lawrence Fishburne. You are, what's his name? Y'all know the name. Y'all help me out. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Morpheus. You start to become one with everything, baby. And when you read the coding, you don't allow the Matrix to dictate to you how you should make your world. You are the creator of your world. No matter what, they may try to grab your horn, try to grab your crown and fight for the crown on your head to try to will you here and will you there. But when you are following that butterfly and you are allowing the creator, your ancestors, the blood that's within you to flow, and you allow that creativity to come up, and you stay focused on that new world that you see coming through to your reality. You continue to yearn for that. Your focus shall be on that. And as things, the darts are coming forward and coming at you, you learn to just move. Just like in Kung Fu. Kung Fu is like an art of dancing. You learn to dance and flow, especially a relationship with movement. And that you can move in gracefulness and move in alignment with your purpose without being thrown off of your purpose, but keeping your focus. And as you continue to follow that butterfly, you get each step that you take in that direction, your world full of color starts to unveil itself. All the tapestry of your world and your dreams start to come together in one. And just in, was it a painter's dream? What is his name? All the names, every time I do these videos, the names never come to me. What is his name? What is his name? I can't think of it. The comedian, the great comedian, what is his name? The guy who did Flubber, who starred in Flubber, y'all know who I'm talking about. I will come back to that when I can remember it. So anyways, but when you step into your dream world, you focus on all of your creations. You start pouring that life into your creations. And when you continue to pour that life, all the many characters within your story begin to come forward. They step through those portals and they begin to interact with you. They begin to minister. They begin to speak to you. You know, and they continue to remind you of who you are. And each time that you do it, you unveil all those different parts of you that the matrix tries to hide from you, to cover up, you know. And that's the thing, the illusions. And when I talk about narcissists, and when I'm talking about dealing with being the family scapegoat to being the greatest of all time, it's the ability that when the illusions begin to compound and compact and so forth, when they think that they have hidden you and they have buried you, you know, and that you are going to your death and that's where your permanent place will be, baby, that's where all the magic happens. When they put you down in that ground, you are a seed. You are a seed. You are a seed. And when you feel that heart within you, that means that childlike nature, who you are, your essence, your ancestors. You know, when you begin to get in that quiet place, and that could be meditation, prayer, or whatever, but it's about quieting that mind. You start hearing those different whispers. When people say the voice of God, you know, it could be the sound of your grandmother's voice, you know, your greats. You know, sometimes your mentors, and mentors don't even have to be people that you interact with on a regular basis. It could be people that, you know, that inspire you. You know, that are basically resemblances of who you really are, that real you that's within. And you'll feel that heartbeat, dum dum, boom boom. You know, just like in those vampire movies, when you think the head vampire has died, when you think that the person has died and so forth, and that little surge of life, that is that surge of life that when your ancestors are speaking to you, when you're tuning in to your intuition, and it breathes life back into you. And not that I say, let's not get this whole thing with vampires and whatever mixed up, because we know that the vampires in real life are the non-player characters that are the Agent Smiths in this Matrix, who do not put the work in. Those are that type. That's not to confuse that. But when they think that they have buried you and they have won power and dominion over you, you just sit back, tune in. And it's up to you whether you're ready to come forward and fight. Do you want to live? Do you want to die? So you get out there, you start to fight. You start to allow your intuition to guide you. You allow the life force, that joy. And some of the things that remind me of that joy is like, I never forgot my grandmother passed, my great-grandmother on my father's side. One thing that they carried with them, oh my goodness, it was this playful nature, this joyfulness. And I remember every time that I would spend time with them, you know, when my grandmother was alive and my grandfather and all of that, it was just, it was partying. Everybody had a good time. Everybody had their dances and all of that. It's like the babies, you know, in our family came out the womb dancing. They came out the dancing. They came out the womb singing. You know, it was always times of joyfulness, that true joy, that joy that you see in those in the 70s. Let's go today. And people getting their little afros or whatever and just doing their little thing. Soul Train, you know, it's that kind of vibe. But some of the happiest moments without all of the politicking and pretending, which that does exist and still exists. It existed at that time, but to this point now, people don't even know who they are. They are completely lost. There are no footprints. There are hardly any footprints left for those that are being left, the generation that's to come. The footprints for that path, for that happiness, that joy, that unity has been, you know, carefully swept away by this matrix. And it's crazy that when they talking about you know, how they can reprogram the human mind, is literally social engineering. That's what's going on today, and people are not using their critical thinking. And on top of that, the need and the circumstances and the pressures that come from certain controllers, handlers within this matrix, is that they go ahead and press on those individuals, on their vulnerabilities. They try to come for their insecurities. They try to come for their stability. They try to come for their mind. They try to do everything to gaslight them. And this is what we call agents, which are narcissistic individuals. Narcissistic individuals are people who have basically lost their childlike nature. They have lost their ability to truly be in that nature, to have that joy, to have that connection to the Creator, to have that what do I say? Like in the Trolls movie, Poppy, those rainbow characters, and then you have people in this matrix that are like the Gorgons from off of Trolls, where they think that eating the magical people is going to, you know, give them anything great. They consume it and then there's nothing left. They're still dead inside. So at the end of the day, it is everybody's responsibility on the individual level to tune in and to realize that you all are magical. You all have gifts. And it is important, it is crucial for the next generation to come to be able to have that, to be able to experience that. You know, the experience your parents have gotten to experience on certain levels. That through great hardship also comes through great joy. And it is us that are here, that are left. It is us, though, that are here, that's leading it, that's with this next generation that's coming in. They need the leaders. They need the parents. They need the people they need their leaders, their communities to really have their eyes open and to really get to a point where I'm determined to have my new life, my new world. Not from stealing, not from trying to be somebody that you're not. Be who you are in your truest power, and hone your gifts, because anything that's worthwhile, girl, baby, that's your world, that's your creation, that is your new life, that is your dream. And in your dream, you are the king or queen on your throne. You have to say as to how the tapestry in your world is going to be and how it's going to look. Your energy is your wealth. Your energy is your wealth. And anything that you love, that you put your heart and soul into, that is why I say when people who don't have any personalities or narcissistic individuals, they have to mine the gifts of others. It's one thing to be inspired by others, but it's another thing to be, you know, to steal and to basically not have nothing to give to the world. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself, believe in your gifts, that what you have to offer is there, and you have to put the work in. Faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. You cannot seek to have anything that's worthwhile, and the gifts that you create, the things that come from you, is going to always be 10 times better than crumbs that somebody else gives to you. Than crumbs that somebody just drops off to you. Why would you want to live like a scavenger when you are king, queen on your throne? Put on your throne. Put on your crown. Put on your crown. Have some pride, and fight for what you believe in. Fight for what's important, because those of us who are here, the shamans, the spiritual leaders, y'all are needed. All the ancient Kemetic principles, y'all are needed. We all need to know, you know, and I appreciate people that are in the field that are really some really good researchers, deep study. I love it, you know, because it leaves a blueprint, it leaves a trail for us to be able to, okay, you gotten this far. Let me pick up the baton and keep going with this. We need that. And we need y'all who are here, are living ancestors. I need y'all to come forward. All of y'all who are the shamans, y'all get louder in unison. Because we have to we cannot allow We cannot allow what belongs to us be destroyed and taken from us. We are the power. And when we stand in unity, we can move any mountain. We can make any world come to pass. We are the magic. And I need y'all to believe in yourself. Believe in your magic. Even when nobody else believes in it. That's the thing. Anytime that you begin to negate the norm, the matrix, you're going to be the target of all attack, because guess what? You are the giants. You're the sleeping giants. The sleeping giants are here. And y'all have to heed to the call. And no, I ain't perfect. We all have flaws. We have a dark side. We also have a good side. But in order to live in this matrix, that dark side has to be able to interact and keep us safe within this dark matrix that we're in. But it's important that you be at the helm. That you be at the helm controlling those different natures of yourself, which means you have to stay in balance no matter what's going on. You have to be able to step back and evaluate the play that is being thrown at you. So just like in that movie called Guava Island, is it Guava Island, I think, with Danny, is it Danny? It's not Danny Glover. It's Childish Gambino. His name is Danny something. It's not coming to me right now. But the whole point is that with his creativity and with his truth, he was basically telling the truth about what's going on in the Matrix. And the powers to be, again, those who are benefiting off the magic of the people on the island, using their magic against them, using that joy against them to keep them enslaved. Sometimes when y'all think a lot of these celebrities, they've gone up, they've made it. A lot of times, they're basically, their crown has been taken off of their head, and they're a lot of times being controlled. They have handlers and stuff like that, And those are basically being put in front of you like as an illusion, in all the words, which most of you, y'all smart, y'all see what's going on. But for those that are stuck in the back and don't quite get it, this is the world we're in. Either you're going to be an Agent Smith or you're going to be a real one. You're going to be the chosen. But do you know that you're the chosen? Do you know that you are the sleeping giants? A lot of times people are basically willing to hand over their free will and willing to hand over their critical thinking so somebody else can do the work and guide them. But a lot of times, anytime somebody is leading you, guiding you somewhere, it's going to be to benefit themselves at the end of the day. But people should be preaching and talking is how to become the chief in your life. Put your crown on. Be your own leader. Have your own mind. Critical thinking, the power of observations and using intuition. So in this matrix, they want to train you. This is what a lot of our education systems are about. It's about training you to basically memorize different things. It doesn't teach you critical thinking. And the way that the curriculums are set up nowadays, they're set up really confusing, where it's hard for kids to grasp the concept. And like basically being given the information dump, and for information that doesn't really have a full application as to how to apply it today. And the crazy part is that our young ones that are here now, they're so smart. They have so much information. They're so smart, but it's basically they're getting thrown hard balls or whatever before they have a chance to be able to use their critical thinking in a way where they know how to, And what's going on is that when you have a full nation of young ones that are basically living in fear, because again, we need those people, we need the communities to start uniting and to think about what's coming next. Your legacy. Do not add another burden onto your legacy if you can help it. And if you can undo lies, programming that has basically kept your family unit, your community stuck in a certain cycle. If they're stuck in a cycle of destruction, that would be your job, those who are here who see, to illuminate the dark, open the light of their awareness, and show them how to move. Show them how to see the 001, 0002, 00 this. And they already, and the crazy part about that is that the children of today, we have a lot of light beings. We have a lot of, what you call it, blue children, whatever you want to call it, whatever the newfangled words are today for these type, what they want to call, these children, these enlightened children that have come into our generation. It is a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing to see these young souls that understand it and get it. But they need the support. They need the support of the living ancestors to save them from certain hardships. Sometimes the wisdom of the ones that are here will save a generation from hardship, suffering, and bring them to a whole nother level. It'll bring your legacy to a whole nother level. And say, for instance, what if I don't know if any of y'all believe in reincarnation. What if you came back, you died or whatever, you came back, and you now are reincarnating into one of these young souls? Would you be upset if you left with a whole bunch of bull crap, and now you got to figure out how to navigate through it, and now you have no idea but just to learn on your own from just trial and error? Sometimes we can avoid hardships and unnecessary suffering when we have those who genuinely care and genuinely are in it for the community, for everybody, who will open the way, other ways, and teach people not to be copies, but to use, it's okay though to use an existing ancestor to model yourself after. But then within that, you have to begin to create your world within worlds. You use it as a vehicle. You use it as a stepping stone to unleash your own creativity. And you think you're great. You give credit where it is due for those who have lit the way for you and opened the door for you. That is how it's done. You honor your ancestors. You honor your mentors and your existing leaders who are doing the work. And you carry the torch on. You carry the baton to the next level. You take on the mantle. Because now it is for those who are here to come, who are yet to come, it is now your responsibility to exact your unique imprint upon this earth, this world. Your world. Bring beauty and love. Bring that beauty and love. Because with that being said, do you want to live in hell? Do you want to live in heaven? You want to go to heaven, don't you? Create heaven on earth. Heaven on earth is a mindset that you can choose. You can choose joy. You can choose life. And joy doesn't come without hardship. That joy, that truest joy, that your truest authenticity, it is made through fire. It's made through being buried. It is made from, just like Neo, there were several Neos in the Matrix. There were several prior Neos, several different models. That is you. There's going to be several different yous, several different versions of you. Where every time he failed, guess what? He got better. And he got back up and he kept going, being his truest identity. And every time that he failed, guess what? He had to go back and unlearn some degree of programming that kept him trapped within failing. And every time he opened the light of his awareness, he began to peel off another onion layer of that program, starting to free himself. And when you begin to free yourself, that light, that third eye starts to decalcify. Bing! And that light begins to shoot through. Bing! and the light gets to shoot through here. And when the controllers of the matrix are saying, oh, wow, whoa, 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 too many people are seeing this light of awareness. They're going to do everything to try to pressurize the sun. I call it the sun. That light comes through. There's so much pressurizing you can do to try to keep the sun from coming through. You can't block out the sun. It's going to eventually bust through. It's going to burst through and burn anything in its way. That light's going to show through. Just like you will be the beacon, the lighthouse in the darkness. Y'all just living in joy, being your truest identity, being authentic. And again, within this matrix, you're going to have to operate within the dark side as well, because that's how you get to know yourself. That's how you get to know yourself. That's how you learn combat. And you can be afraid of that dark side, or you can embrace it. And really, it's about being in balance. Know when to use it. And when you're dealing with certain individuals that are operating in that nature, you cannot come the opposite way with, oh, just love and light. Oh, no. You have to know, be equipped though, but know where to hit without killing a person. Sometimes it could be a way of fighting by, sometimes people just need to deal with their own stuff. And in order for them to deal with their own stuff, you may have to remove your presence so they have force to figure out how to do it. They have to be buried too, so they can grow. Let them be buried and stuck in their darkness. And when they're ready to come through, when they're ready to listen to the light of their intuition, their ancestors, and when they're ready to be in their true nature, who they really are, they will begin to do the work. This is an individual process. You have guides, light posts. You have people along the way that will help you and guide the way, light the way for you. But it's ultimately up to you for you to carry your cross, you to get up, rise up. You have to feel your own boom, 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 boom. You have to feel the calling. You have to want to answer the calling when it comes to you. And when it happens, yes, as you're beginning in your journey, yes, you're going to fail. There's going to be several versions of previous Neos who didn't make it. And you'll just come back again. Each time you come back to life, boom, boom, you get hit. Boom, boom. You come back to life. And now you know what not to do. And now you'll move a certain way. And then you'll begin to listen to your intuition based off what you've known. When you become the player that's been played so many times, you know every book in the daggone book. Every move in the book, you know. You know, okay, here we go. This is about to happen again. You can predict what's going to happen. So you learn to use your player that's been played skills to navigate and to break those generational curses. You begin to shed the light of awareness and shed all of them lies, that programming. When they say you're programmable, it is Pavlov conditioning. All they're doing is conditioning everybody and getting people to get in their fear nature, to become fearful and to forget that they have the power to choose. That is at the end of the day, that's what it is. And here it is, you can get killed in your body. Okay, your body may die, but it is your spirit, that fighting nature. And when if your body is, your body, you get killed in your body, whatever. Guess what the impact is going to be? People are going to remember your fighting spirit and who you are. That boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come through. They're going to remember that impact. It's going to hit them like a ton of bricks. And it's going to activate. Boom, boom. We remember who we are. You see? And you don't go down quitting. We don't quit around here. We ain't no quitters. Never give up. With every breath in your body, if it's the last thing you do, your last breath, fight. Because you ain't no slave. You never will be a slave. And I need you to walk in that power. We don't have no slaves around here. We don't have no super slaves. No simple slaves. We don't have dodo birds here. Okay? Y'all wonder why the dodo birds went extinct? Sometimes you're dealing with some of these narcissistic individuals. Guess what? They eventually go extinct. They go extinct because, again, they're not operating with the light of their awareness. They're not in control of their minds. They're not in control of themselves. They're in control of the powers that be in this matrix. that operate in ego. They operate in ego and nothing else. That false pseudo personality. What's to be cool? What's accepted? What's this? How can I fit into this social norm? How can I thrive in just this limited box of being? That is the attainment. Money, power, wealth, which is great, but money, power, wealth does not mean anything if you don't have control of your mind. If you do not have your discernment, if you do not have the light of your own spirit, who you are, if you're not operating in your truest authenticity, it means nothing. You still be miserable. You want to have the money, wealth, influence, but what comes with a lot of money, responsibility, you have to learn to be in balance. You have to have great control over yourself and your emotions and how you move, and great discernment that comes with, it's basically like parenting. And I applaud those parents that are out there doing the work. We need y'all. We need y'all. We need a nation of competent, strong, critical thinking, of potential leaders in the future. We need a generation that is operating in who we are, our legacy. What we were taught, to get to have that benefit, that to get to experience that true unity, that true love, that true authenticity, that true joy. You need people like that. We need those folks. We need that energy. And you all, it's within you. And it's up to you to choose it. It is up to you to choose it. But that's all I have, y'all. When y'all see the darts coming at you, remember, I am that I am. You will always exist in the end. You will always be you. It's always going to be you in the end. When you die and shed this body, guess what? It's going to be you. I am. I am means being that imprint. Being exactly who you are. Your unique imprint. Being in control of your mind. Living in joy, peace. Your peace is your wealth. All right, y'all. So that's all I have for y'all. Bye.